It does feel a lot different.
It does feel, it feels like you're pushing the arms way away, doesn't it? Okay, so this is your one on the left-hand side now, where you see your wrists, where the club is sort of horizontal to the ground, about there. Oh, can you see that? About there. Your left hand is kind of on your right knee there, okay?
Yeah.
This one here now is the one that feels wider, okay? There's the club horizontal there.
But it's only a hand difference, isn't it?
So that's how much you've moved it, you see. And I say in time, what we look to try and see is get your hands outside of your body when that club's parallel. You've gone from, is it half a hand?
Yeah.
It seems like your hands should be over here somewhere, doesn't it? That's what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like, wow,
feels
yeah.
like it,
But
yeah.
at the moment, like I said, any change that people make, this is where golf is quite tricky, because that amount of change at the moment is fine, because you're comfortable with that, you can control it. You try and do any more than that, it feels so far out of way, you just probably miss the golf ball. So doing it systematically, sort of small little chunks at a time, the same way as if you're trying to lift a personal best. If your personal best was, okay, that's 50 kilograms and 100 kilograms is sort of over here somewhere, you wouldn't go from there to there straight away. You'd go gradually at 50, 60, 70 and build it up over time till you've got to that weight you could lift or whatever. So you're going to gradually see your arms. And to be fair, that's a pretty good position. There's not too much wrist hinge. As you get to the top of the backswing now, you've got your...
Do I put too much weight on that? No,
that's fine. That's a good position. That's a nice, and for me, that's a good shoulder turn, a nice amount of hip turn, 90 degrees shoulders, 45 hips. Your lower half is nice and grounded, not too much of the leg action there, it's a nice and supported swing. As you come back down now, it's the key is to try and maintain it. So when you get back to about here where your hands are, we'd want the club to maintain angle, but you can see your club hasn't. Okay, but you had to do that in the past because there's so much wrist hinge when you get to the top of the backswing here. How much wrist hinge you got there already? A big amount of wrist hinge when the club goes back. So to get that club back to the golf ball, if you unhinge it the right amount, you might get it right. But again, you sort of almost that right wrist as almost throwing the club. You've got a lot of wrist hinge there, but your hand moves from there, your arm moves from there to about there, and that club moves from all the way up there back down to there. It's almost like a big, like a throwing of the golf club. When in reality, that sort of angle wants to stay for as long as it can. Because when you unhinge your wrists, that is the release of power. Okay? So if you're releasing your power up here, the golf ball goes, have I done that? All you'll get now is how fast can you swing your arms. Okay? Whereas you look at a tall crowd, I've got some of the videos I'll show in a second, they're sort of releasing the club here. Their hands are there and the club is back there somewhere. So at the last second, the club goes sort of here and then it sort of swishes through as that last release. Okay, and that's kind of what we're sort of aiming towards. So ultimately, you want to feel less wrist on the way back, so pushing it away wider and maintain what you've got for longer. Okay, I appreciate that's a little bit probably more than you want to think about. You've got to understand why it's going left. I think from your point of view, focus on that takeaway and the contact. Once you get that, we can then probably fiddle about with the club face coming back square or left. Okay, because if you try and think maybe too much, you'll do none of it. Okay, I'd rather get that takeaway working better. Striking that through with better and think, okay, right, it's going to be a bit left to start because I'm over hinging the wrist a bit much. I then right to the fairway and just draw it back.
Then I might get onto a driver at some point.
Exactly, mate. Okay, makes sense on you?
Yeah, it makes
sense. Good. So just pushing away again. Where you are now is okay, although it's not as far away as you think it feels. It's just over time getting a bit better and better. Pushing the club again. Strike as you come out there. Nice strike of the golf ball there. As you see the club twisted to the face, opens up now. That's the one you sort of slightly towed a little bit. See the face sort of change colour. That club is facing towards us because the face goes from dark to light. That's just a full twist of the club face, and after the golf ball, then it goes dark again. You see, that's just the face. So your arms aren't moving, but the club face is going. That's how much torque in the shaft there is, and the club just wobbles around. But that's helping the club give the right amount of spin to the golf ball to start it right and bring it back to the fairway. So that club's helping you there in that case. Okay, and so the balance. Okay, and look at this one here now. You topped it. Just because that little bit extra wrist hinge, it seems minor there, only a minor change there, you see. That's a top shot, the ball, the club that was overtaking the golf ball. The club bumped into the golf ball, so. Okay, mate?
Yeah, that was
good man.